This episode of SpectreSoundStudios is brought to you by Airis Effects. Hey everybody, how's it going? It's time for SMG Viewers Comments, episode number 202. Hope you're gonna have an amazing weekend. Let's get right to it.
Hey Glenn, great vid as always, but I was wondering, I'm in a band with my friends and we all seem to want to be successful and are willing to commit and actually get to practice. We even have a bass player who can actually play pretty good, if only he would change his damn strings! But one of the big issues is my parents don't like me playing music and they want me to sell all my shit. It's all very cheap, $150 to $200, but it's all I've got. I'm wondering, what do you think I should do? I'm 15, so I can't get a job because no one would want a 15-year-old and my parents wouldn't let me, so let me know your thoughts on this, please.
Ooh, okay, now here I can get myself into trouble for giving some wrong advice, so please take this all with a grain of salt. First and foremost, I'm so sorry your parents are total assholes. Music is a wonderful lifelong pursuit. I started playing guitar when I was 15. I'm now 48, and I look back over the last 33 years, and where playing guitar has taken me. It's taken me from being a total high school loser to working at a studio in Hollywood that has cranked out, multiple multi-platinum hits. So, hey, there is something to that, especially for a guy who has absolutely zero fucking talent. I think I did okay. So yes, there's hope at the end of the tunnel. Now, I'm not saying your parents are total assholes, they're just maybe partial assholes because maybe they don't realize just how much the game has changed. I mean, I'm sure they're sticking to the traditional role that they know and the path to success. That's, finish school, get a job, and work your whole life, pay off your mortgage, and, get to enjoy life for 2 or 3 years and then die. Hopefully drop a couple kids along the way so they can repeat the process. The only thing is, manufacturing jobs are leaving North America in droves, and we're moving to a more technical and IT-based economy, and there's nothing wrong with that. My suggestion would be maybe look towards getting a degree in computer science. You can make money at music, just, again, not so much in the traditional sense. Sarah Longfield just cruised through here in LA not too long ago. I went to go check her out at the Viper Room. And she was saying, the younger kids aren't coming out to the shows like they used to. So maybe that whole playing the bars end of thing is kind of dying off. So if you're gonna want to have any kind of success in music, you're probably gonna want to start by working on your YouTube channel and going for it there because you can reach a worldwide audience. You've just got to do something interesting. And, I ran into the same issue with my parents even at, say, 3 years ago at age 45, I was telling my parents I was considering leaving my manufacturing job to do YouTube full-time, and they couldn't believe it. And, here we are 3 years later, I'm relocating down to LA, and, for at least half the year anyway. And I think they finally accepted it. It's like, oh, okay, he actually has a career in this. It's very hard to get a career in music, so I think your parents are just looking out for your best interests. My suggestion would be, yes, push yourself into your music and have a great time, but don't count on that as your primary source of income. The world needs computer programmers. Keep that in mind. Music is what kept me sane during 25 years of a manufacturing career. Don't give up on your music.
Hi Glenn, I have a really important question that hopefully you can answer. For context, I'm 21 as of now, and I attended the Los Angeles Recording School and graduated at the top of my class in 2018. However, I've actually started my audio engineering career when I was 14 and put together a solo album using Audacity to mix. I use Pro Tools now, of course, sillies. And I've put in a lot of hours in my teens into becoming a better engineer. I've been trying to find a job in the field for over a year now, and no one wants to hire me because employers discount my experience as a teenager that has actually helped give me the core foundation I needed to succeed in school. Being rejected so many times is severely affecting my confidence as an engineer, and is really doing a number on my depression. Somewhat suicidal even because I feel hopeless. How do I convince potential clients that my experience engineering in my early teenage years does have some merit and is part of what influenced my engineering style today? Lauren.
Hey, Foxwood! So nice of you to chime in. We've missed you here on the show. For those who are wondering, Foxwood is a longtime fan of the show, has been, contributing comments over the last few years, and I'm always happy to hear from her. This isn't an easy one. Okay, first and foremost, let me just get this fucking straight. Nothing is worth killing yourself over. It's always going to get better. You're gonna feel better the next day. Here's the thing, it took me 25 years in a manufacturing career before I could finally switch to going to music full time. That's just the reality of the situation. I don't know where you live, but where I lived in Windsor, you went to work in the manufacturing because that's the work that was available. It's not a big music town. So be prepared to work really hard at a job you really fucking hate to make it in music. That's just the nature of the game. Nobody's gonna hand you a studio job out of the gate, especially coming out of recording school, because one, the jobs aren't there like they used to be. And two, again, I said this last week, what have you done? It's great that you've got, you did your own record, in your teenage years. That's great. I really hope it gave you some awesome fucking skills. But I think you're marketing yourself all the wrong way. If you're doing the traditional bang on a commercial studio, hand them a resume, hey, here's what I've done, it's just gonna wind up in the fucking pile. What you need to do is get on those fucking socials and start posting shit. Start posting shit you've been mixing, start posting shit of what you're working on, bands you're working with, and start working with some local bands and start producing some amazing shit on your own. If you do that and you gather an online following, chances are people who do work at other studios around town are going to notice. The resume, in its traditional sense, is fucking dead. It's what you can do on social media and grab people's attention. That's what counts, especially to a prospective employer. So my suggestion would be stop whining, get up off your ass, and get going on your fucking YouTube channel, your Facebook, and your Instagram, and hit it hard and hit it every single day. Best of luck to you.
Can you please make more videos like this, because I'm just not a big fan of the comment videos?
You're referencing the how to not completely suck at rehearsal video. Here's the thing, I make all kinds of videos. Every Friday is viewers' comments, but Sundays are usually tutorials or editorial pieces of that sort of thing. And Wednesdays, as of late, have been gear reviews. So all you gotta do is just watch videos every Sunday and you will get stuff that isn't the viewers' comments video. But thanks very much for chiming in. I'm always happy to hear from you.
You know, rehearsal is going to go well when everybody in the band has to pitch money for a rehearsal space. Nothing forces people to be creativity or get the fuck out like sacrificing their drug/liquor money for the opportunity to jam.
Nick, I think you got a great point there, pal. When I used to sing in a band called Chaos, we rented a warehouse building for 2 years, and every month, everybody in the band had to have their rent money. So yeah, it definitely forced you to focus and take that shit a lot more seriously. So if you're working in somebody's mom's basement and people are just kind of phoning it in, you might want to consider renting a space, because they're obviously going to be invested into the band having some kind of success. And it really does tend to weed out the people who want to be professional from the true wannabes. Definitely a worthwhile strategy for developing your band.
Longtime subscriber and occasional commenter. I recently got Drumatom and Tominator, and within 1 year went from using Superior Drummer to owning a studio and tracking everything live. Thanks so much for showing us the most kick-ass stuff for guys like me, and oh fuck you, Dick Glenn.
Hey CJ, thanks so much for writing in. So happy to hear from you. Glad it's going well for you. Now, there's nothing wrong with using Superior or Easy Drummer or DFH or whatever fuck else you guys out there are using. They're wonderful composition tools. They're wonderful for demos. But yes, if you want to work with bands, you'd better be able to offer something more than just the same thing every fucking person in the universe already has. And learning how to record live drums is going to give you a serious advantage over your competition. So yes, using the tools available like Tominator, like Drumatom, like FabFilter, there's some really incredible tools that let us get some absolutely incredible drum sounds out there without having to resort to samples. And if you want to know more, watch my How to Mix Heavy Drums series, and I'm probably gonna have some more tutorials coming up very shortly. Those will be on Sundays.
I couldn't agree with you more, Glenn. As of now, May 2019, Gibson has finally gotten rid of that lunatic who ran their company into the ground and is attempting to rebuild from the ashes. I pray they succeed in revitalizing this once proud American institution. Thank you for the informative and entertaining videos. Much respect.
For anybody wondering, he's referencing the ugliest guitar in the world video I did about a year ago about the Gibson Modern V. Ugh. Yeah, that really wasn't a good idea. And I'm glad Gibson's restructuring. They went through the bankruptcy protection and they're able to, restructure the company in a way that isn't completely fucking stupid. Gibson, they tried to turn it into a lifestyle brand, and that was just really really, really fucking dumb. Gibson is a guitar manufacturing company, and they should concentrate on what they do best, and that's building quality guitars. They let their fucking quality slide over the last couple of years. Hopefully, they're gonna be able to bring this fucking brand back and put out guitars that people are actually going to want to buy. Not just people in my age, but the younger kids as well. That means trying out new modern designs like fan frets and extended scales and fucking, eight string guitars, that kind of thing. I think Gibson needs to explore that just a little bit more. Now, that being said, I've always been a fan of, the 67V. I always thought that was just looked badass as all hell. And here's what I'm gonna put this to you guys. Do you want to see some Gibson guitars on the show? Would you like me to do some demos or reviews on some Gibson shit? If you do, please leave a comment below and let me know, because I can actually go to Gibson and say, hey, all these people want to see this shit on the show. Why don't we do something? Because I think that'd be really cool to show off where Gibson is going now as opposed to how they fucked things up a couple years ago.
Hey Glenn, what do you think of the orange micro dart? I plan on saving up to get one and pairing it with a decent 1x12 cab. I heard the orange 1x8 that's supposed to go with it is pretty terrible.
If you're gonna get a 1x12, I definitely recommend the Harley Benton with the Celestion Vintage 30. It's wicked. As for the orange micro dark, hopefully they're gonna have one at TGU. Maybe I can sit down with Charlie Cooper from Orange and we can kind of demo it and show what it's all about. I've had a lot of people ask about the micro dark, so yeah, might be really cool and might be totally worth checking out. If you guys want to see that happen, let me know.
Hey Glenn, how do you connect your camera to the computer for streaming?
Oh yeah, for those of you guys who are wondering, I stream off my GH5, and to do that, I use this thing called the Cam Link by Elgato. You can get this on Amazon. I'll have a link in the description below. It's pretty damn useful. This is like the 4K version. It can be a little wonky on PC from time to time. OBS sometimes doesn't like to see it, and that can be a bit of a pain in the ass. But generally jumping it around from USB port to USB port helps and tries to find it, and will help the computer find it. It comes with a little USB extender, so you're not plugged right directly in the back of your computer. That's a big help, and then you just plug your HDMI cable into this, and your HDMI cable goes to your DSLR. So absolutely cool piece of tech, definitely worth getting if you want to live stream off your DSLR. Can't recommend it enough. Again, link in the description below. All right, everybody, this episode's brought to you by Airis Effects. Now, I've been working with Airis for the last couple of years. They've done the Savage Drive, the Portal Drive, and most notably, the SMG Proto Drive, which is my custom overdrive pedal that's like super tweakable and can kind of give you a very unique sound. It's definitely worth checking out. Airis Effects makes super high quality pedals in Canada by hand. Definitely worth checking out. Link in the description below. Now back to the show.
I wish I could get offended so I could be in your video.
Hey Con, thanks so much for writing in, and here's the thing, you don't have to be offended. You just gotta say something interesting. Have an amazing weekend, dude.
I decided after you said to not trust my headphones, you were absolutely right. I went out and bought Mackies right away. Thanks for all your help.
Well, that's just the thing. The Mackies are really difficult to mix on. That was, you're almost better using your headphones, to be honest with you. I bought a set of the really cheap ones and just, they're so tough to work with. For like, $150 each. Well, for under $300, you can get yourself a set of the Kali LP6s, and those are gonna be infinitely superior to the Mackies. I mean, like, it's not even fucking close. It's several orders of magnitude better. Definitely the best set of monitors out there you can get for under $300. Highly, highly, highly recommend the Kali LP6s. If you're in the market for monitors and you're not sure what to get, don't even fucking waste your time. Go get a set of Kalis. They're that good.
Posting a video of a person without their consent to win a social media fight? That's terrible advice. That's the way to get yourself sued.
Ha! I think you're overestimating things just a wee bit. I love this default, that's gonna get you sued, or I'm gonna sue you. Here's the thing about lawsuits. Number one, it costs money to hire a lawyer. Costs a lot of money to hire a lawyer. The other thing you have to remember is the person you're suing also has to have money. You can file a successful lawsuit against somebody, you can win, but if they don't have any money, you're not gonna collect anything. So you have to ask yourself, if you're gonna go through all that process, is the juice worth the squeeze? And chances are, in that particular case, I said go get video of the singer that the band had fired, who was posting all this horrible things about them on Instagram. Get video, put it online. If he turns around and sues it, a judge would throw that out in a fucking heartbeat for wasting the court's time. because he's gonna look at this as like, well, he brought it on himself. He was saying all these horrible things about these people. They just posted a video of him unbribed. I don't quite understand the disconnect and the double standard there, where the singer is allowed to talk trash about his former bandmates, but if they dared post a video of him, he could get sued. That's just fucking stupid. Regardless, defaulting to a lawsuit is just a bad idea.
Video link to your new setup?
Maybe not quite yet. I'm shooting a couple of these in advance so I can free up some time so we can get some work done around here. We just put the console in and the studio is a complete and total disaster. We've got to do a lot of rewiring and it's going to be fairly labor intensive. I'm hoping we get the studio back in working condition over the next week or two, and I can do a walkthrough video before I take off for TGU. So I will keep you guys posted because I'm sure a bunch of you guys want to see what this place is all about. The studio is really cool. The rooms sound amazing. I tracked drums in here for the first time a couple weeks ago. It was fantastic, but we really have to clean the place up before I do a walkthrough video. So please be patient and bear with me.
12:23. There was a period of time, probably over the span of about a year, in which I felt my bass foot seeming to become more and more out of time. I tried all sorts of lubrication on the pedal. It wasn't until I took it apart and took out all of the hair and gunk that was in it, and bam, instant timing improvement.
Oh man, I share your pain. You know, I was trying to wheel around at Spectre in my office chair and like, why is this thing not fucking turning? And it's like, I pulled the wheels off and they just collected hair over how, I don't know, the last 10 years or something. I'm just like pulling out reams of fucking hair just, in the works. So yeah, if your pedals aren't working too fast, yeah, you might want to give it a closer inspection and see that the moving parts are actually free and clear of any obstruction. That means actually cleaning your shit for once, all you drummers out there. I know, mission impossible, but please try it out. You just might like the results.
I'm shocked somebody publicly admitted to liking Asking Alexandria.
Almost seems like we should get that guy a support group of some sort.
I love how the entire destruction bit was a Family Guy reference.
Oh, you're talking about the Spider 5 video and the sequence we did at the end. Hey, McCabe, dude, that's not a Family Guy reference. That's a reference to the movie Office Space. Family Guy actually did a send-up to Office Space in an episode, but the original was the movie Office Space. If you haven't seen it, please check it out. It is a cult classic and is downright freaking hysterical. All right, everybody, that's it for this episode. As always, I'll be back every Friday with SMG viewers' comments, so keep those comments and questions coming. If you got something interesting to say, I will put it on the show, so let's hear from you. Don't forget to check out Airis Effects. I'll have a link in the description below. And I am freaking out of here. Hey guys, if you liked the video, be sure to subscribe as I post every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. If you want to learn more about recording, check out one of my tutorials or one of my gear reviews if you want the actual honest truth about a piece of equipment. Till next time, stay metal, my friends.